everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well and enjoying your Tuesday morning. I had to make a quick stop on the side of the road here to make a phone call because there's something I needed to do before 8 o'clock. So, or by 8 o'clock. It's about 7:15 or 8 a.m. now, I guess. So I'm gonna flip you around so you can see the So I just left my house a little while ago. I'm just up the road from my house, it's not too far. I know the sun's gonna make this like pretty dirty windshield look worse. And it's, you know, has scratches or what do you call it? You know, cracks in the windshield, so that doesn't make it any easier for you to be able to see through it correctly. But I'm on my way to Las Vegas, my hometown, for a couple appointments. I have therapy now at 9 o'clock, which I normally have on Mondays, but yesterday was my sister's birthday, my sister Jermaine, and so me and my husband decided to surprise her, and we went to Rio Rancho. She had to work. We had my niece, her daughter, meet us there, and we had brunch there together and took her some gifts, and then her co-workers got her a cake and they sang her happy birthday. We were there long enough to, like, for her basically to have worked her shift, because we got there about I guess a little after 10 maybe, or somewhere, I don't know, something like that. But my food took really long because I got this quinoa, apple, I don't know what the other thing, it's a cranberry bowl, and it just had a broccoli in there. It has sunflower seeds, shaved almonds, and an olive oil lemon like dressing kind of thing on it. It was just a little bit olive oil, a little bit of lemon squeezed on there. It was amazing. It was so good, but they don't sell that very often. As a matter of fact, my sister said no one's ever ordered it before. It's off of their fit menu at Wex in Rio Rancho. I don't know if all Wex has that or not, but she gave us that, so that was really cool because it was really good. And then I had a turkey sausage, and yeah, so it took a while because the quinoa and stuff that they make, it was frozen, so they had to kind of thaw it out and get it all prepared, but it was really good. So yeah, it was a really good day yesterday. She had some things to do in the afternoon, so me and my husband went to Barnes & Noble over there. I hadn't been to the one, they said, I don't remember, I may have been there once, to the one in Rio Rancho, where I think it's technically Albuquerque, but it's right near Rio Rancho. It was not too far from where we were at already. So then after that we went to, sorry, it's shaking because of the car. We went to a skate park in Bernalillo. It's the Bernalillo, I think it's just called Bernalillo Skate Park and Pump Track. My husband, we were thinking about going. There's one at, I can't remember the name of the high school. I think it's Cibola. I'm not sure. But one of the high schools there does have a skate park that he's been to with my nephew before. But we didn't go to that one. And this one was on the way out of town for us. I'm going to see if I can move you guys over a little. I don't know if that is any better. But we had never gone to this one before, and the Los Altos skate park is like, from where we were at, it was like 45 minutes into Albuquerque. So we're like, no, we don't really want to go all the way in there today. So we went to that one. So there is a short that my husband put up on his channel, Skate and Praise, of just like a little tour of that, and then he will have a skate vlog posted soon for that as well. So that's kind of our little day that we had yesterday. So it was really fun. I got to film him. I think I'm in the short a couple of times in there that he got me on camera, because he took his phone while he did the pump track part, and it was pretty crazy. So yeah, that's what we did yesterday. So let me see, I'm gonna turn you guys if this is any better lighting, because the sun's like hitting right in the face, so I don't know. But one of the things that I wanted to share in this video, I know I've already been like an intro for like 5 minutes, just kind of telling about my day, because I didn't get anything filmed yesterday except for part of the skate park, and if I can, I'll put some of that in this video as well. But I had started this video before, and then, or this part, you know, that I wanted to talk about, and then I never got back to it. I heard a song the other day. It's an older song. I'm not sure how old it is exactly, but might be from the early 2000s. I don't know. Anyway, it's a Tim McGraw song called Live Like You Were Dying. Every time I hear that song, the same thought comes to my head. And I think I did a journal entry on this, or partial anyway, but it always hit me like in the song, oh, my nose is running. The guy is given so many months to live, right? So because of that, he decides to, you know, change his life somewhat, you know, do things that he's never done before, and just like live like he was dying. And like his whole thing is, can turning around now, I don't know which way is worse, but you know, the idea is for you to live like you're dying, right? So do all the things that you want to do. Don't put them off. Love the people that you have. You know, be there. Be in the present moment. And, you know, he says, I hope one day you get to live like you were dying. And it was so windy today. You know, and every time I hear that part of the song, it hits me like, well, we are dying. So why are we not living like this? Why are we not doing the things that bring us joy and loving on the people who God has given us? Why aren't we extending grace and forgiveness and just encouragement and being there, like making the moments count? Okay, here we go. That might be a little better. But you know, living in the moment and really enjoying our time with our spouses. If you have children, grandchildren, your parents, your siblings, like being an integral part of their lives, and like doing all those things that you put down in your bucket list. Like, I want to do this. Why aren't we doing them now? I mean, there are some very extravagant things maybe that we couldn't afford now, but I think about it, like if we really want it, we could probably save, do something, you know, like to have the money to do it eventually, even if it's just a goal that you have, and it might take you a year or two to get there, but like, you know, do those things. And so, you know, when I said earlier about, well, we are dying, well, because we are all going to die. We don't know when, we don't know how. There's a lot of the things that we don't know, but we know that we're not getting out of this life alive. And you know, having to get this diagnosis or this whatever, saying that you only have so long to live, that's when you're going to decide to like do all these changes. Like, we wait and wait and wait for that moment, and we don't know when it's coming or if that kind of moment will come, but we know that we're all going, at least from what, I mean, there are some that maybe he'll come, you know, Jesus will come back and we won't taste death, but we'll be transformed and this life will still be over. And so I just want to encourage you guys to find those things that you love, those things that bring you joy, whatever they are. And I mean, I know sometimes we look at things and we're like, well, that doesn't seem exciting enough, or whatever. Who cares? If it brings you joy, if something brings you joy, like taking a ride in the country every week, doesn't have to be extravagant. Getting a little picnic, doing that, just whatever it is that brings you joy. And sharing that with someone. And sometimes we need our own space. We need our quiet times with the Lord, our quiet times with ourselves, you know. And I just think like we waste too much time. I know I do. I've wasted so much time wanting to do things, wanting to be a part of things, you know, wanting to enjoy the moment. Instead, I'm worrying about the next one, or, you know, thinking about something I said or did in the past, or that I didn't do in the past, and I should have. Why do we worry? Why do we put ourselves in those positions? Instead, it should be that we're just, you know, we're just getting those things done. So whatever that means. So like if you want to do, I don't know, like write a book, start writing a book. Will it get published? Maybe not. It doesn't matter. Just do it. You never know what could happen. And like that's one goal I always had, was I wanted to write a book, but have I started it? Well, I did start one, but then I just gave up and let it go. But why? Why do we do that? Why do we let things go by the wayside? Just because I don't even know why. I mean, I know life gets busy, and I know that for some people it is a lot harder to do the fun things. I mean, depending on what season of life you're in. But if you are in a season of life where you have children that are young, those are the moments that mean something. Being with them, doing fun things with them, making memories with them that they'll have to talk about when they're older and to look back on. And then, you know, if you're in a season of life where you're single, or you are married but you have grown children, or you've never had children, well, then make some memories of people that are around you, your loved ones. Do something that brings you joy. If skydiving, like it says in the song, brings you joy, go do that. You know, I've talked about this. I wanted to, you know, do something like that, like jump out of a plane and all this, but yeah, don't think so. My sister did. My youngest sister did that, and she also rode up in an air balloon, which was amazing, she said. And so she's done that. I mean, I know part of me is like, I'm afraid to do it, and then the other part of me is like, well, I have high blood pressure, I don't think they'll let me jump out of a plane. But I've also thought about like zip lining, and just a bit like, I don't know if I can actually do those things physically right now, but those are like those kinds of things that I think about. Those would be fun. Not so much that I want to do them, like, oh, this is my goal in life, but they'd be fun, right? So then what are the things that you actually want to do? You know, I did the Artist Way week 4, and there's a section in there that has you list excuse me, 5 different things for different things that you like. So like 5 different hobbies that you want to try, 5 different things that you think would be fun but you would probably never do, 5 things you'd want to do, like all these different things, right? So I have this whole list, and obviously I can't look at it now that I'm driving, but I know that one of them that I want to do would be write a book, right? The other thing, one of the things that I put on there that I would love to do but I probably never will was hike Hermit's Peak, because I don't know physically if I can do that, as far as like, you know, just with some of the health issues that I have. But I could go hike somewhere that doesn't require me hiking up like whatever. I think it's like, I'm not sure how high that mountain is. I know it's at least 10,000 feet above sea level, I think. I'm not sure. I know it's quite a bit higher than, like, we live at 7,400, and it's quite a bit higher than that. So, you know, I don't think that I would maybe do that. Maybe, you never know. God's in the miracle making business, so I don't know. But I know I can go take a hike in the woods somewhere, even if it's not up a mountain, you know. And I think of those things, like even the things that I think I would never do, or you know, there's some silly things too that on the list, you know, 5 silly things that you would like to try. And one of the things that I put on there, I couldn't think of anything really at first. I was like, I have no idea. And so I don't even think I finished that section. I think I put one thing down, which was karaoke. Because I think that it seems like so much fun. I've been to a place, I don't know, this was like in my early 20s. I may have been like 22, maybe 21, 22. I went to this bar with friends of mine, and they had a karaoke night. So I just sat there and just watched people go up there. And some were really good at singing, some were horrible at singing, but it didn't matter. They had fun. And I'm like, why can't I just have fun? Like I think about things that I've missed out on because of my worries and my, oh no, they're gonna make fun of me, oh no, whatever. And most of the time it's that. Most of the time it's I'm gonna embarrass myself. And when I was about 8 years old, I know I talked about this before, my cousins in Farmington had a slip and slide. And all of them were doing the thing, right? They were running, sliding, doing whatever, and having a great time laughing. And it came to my turn, and I'm like, nope, I can't do this. I can't. And I was too embarrassed. I thought, well, if I can't do it right. What if I fall too hard? What if I slide funny? What if I look look funny? Or, you know, any kind of what if I embarrass myself? And then I think, like, now I think about that and I'm like, who cares? Like, we all do something that's embarrassing. We all embarrass ourselves at one point or another. And so if someone says something, who cares? I'm trying to get to that point where I don't care what other people think. And it's not in to say that, like, I don't want to treat people badly or just, you know, have a bad attitude and not care what people think, like that way, but more about, if I love something, let me do it. Just do it, and don't worry. Don't you know, let the fear of what other people may think keep you from doing it. And, you know, just like writing a book, I don't think I can do it. I always think, no, it's going to sound funny. It's not going to make sense. It's practice, right? But that and I know I can do this. There's part of me, but somebody's going to make fun of me. They're not going to like it. And I think I worry a lot about, like what my family thinks. And like, it's always been that way with me. I've never really share what I like. Like, even this channel, I've shared it with my family at one point or another, but I don't continuously share it with them because a lot of them don't watch YouTube very often. They're like, almost all watch like TikTok, Instagram. So I don't post my stuff like that on there, which I could post my shorts there, and I've done some of that, but I'm afraid that they're gonna make fun of me, or they're gonna, I don't even know what, because I have no idea. It's just an insecurity of my own that I have to deal with. And you know, that song just brought a lot of that up, about do those things that you love and that bring you joy, and get rid of the things that don't serve you anymore. Whether that's material stuff, your attitudes, your, you know, whatever thought process keeps you down and keeps you enslaved to depression, anxiety, or enslaved to just not doing and being who God created you to be. We all have a purpose. We all are given gifts. We need to use them. We're given talents. We need to use them. We need to use them to glorify Him. We need to use those things to bring us joy. I mean, we read Ecclesiastes, and you know, he does talk about striving is, you know, we're striving against the wind, and everything is vanity. And there's a part that says, so enjoy your life. Just enjoy the moments. Stop trying to, you know, get to the next level. Stop trying to strive for all the stuff and stress yourself out, make yourself sick. Like, if you can do it, and if that's your thing, then by all means do it. If it's something that brings you joy, real, true joy that you love, not something that like makes you complain and go home feeling like poo every night because you are so stressed out, you have no time for your family, for yourself, for anything else, and you know, and just for what? For money that's gonna fade away. You're not gonna take it with you. Like, we're not taking anything with us when we die. And one more thing before I end this one. There was a saying that used to go around. I used to hear it a lot when I was younger. We're dying to live and living to die. And you know, a lot of times I was like, I just wish I could do this. I just wish I could do that. I want to do this. And oh, but I can't, or whatever. I'm too afraid. I'm too embarrassed. I'm too whatever. So we're like, we're just inside. We're dying to live. Like, we want to live our life. We want to have joy. We want to have like love. We want to like shower that love on other people. We want to have, you know, great relationships, friendships, and yet we hold ourselves back. And really, so that we're like, we're living to die. So all we're doing is living day by day and not enjoying anything just to die. I don't know if that's where that saying, you know, what that was supposed to mean when they coined that phrase, but that's what it reminded me of, you know, like, just go out and live. Love yourself, love others, pray without ceasing, read the word, you know, build a great relationship with the Lord. You know, go to God, ask Him to show you the things and the ways and open the doors for you to get to those places that you want to be, to find that joy, to enjoy your life, to enjoy your loved ones, to make memories, and to use your talents and your gifts to glorify Him and to bring you joy. You know, He wants us to love our life and enjoy our life and to love on others and enjoy other people's presence in our life. And most of all, He wants us to love Him and live for Him. So get out there and live. And, you know, live like you're dying now. Do all those things. You know, whatever it is, if you want to start a YouTube channel, like people watch YouTube, I did. I used to watch YouTube all the time. I always wanted to do a channel and I was always afraid. I still have days where I just want to delete it all and say forget it. But I enjoy this, whether I have tons of followers or not, whether I get tons of comments or not, or whatever. I enjoy this, and maybe it does bless someone. I don't know. I hope it does. But it brings me joy. So I'm going to continue. And hopefully you guys will go along with me. Let me know in the comments below what kinds of things that you want to do that bring you joy, or things that you have done that you thought you would never do and you had the most fun of your life. And I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless you. Bye.